now we're on the midst of going to the airport. Kai is right there. It's gonna be like a 50-minute drive, but we'll survive. We made it. So I apologize for not getting as much footage as I wanted to show at the airport, but there's just too much going on. Mostly everything I did went unrecorded. The Vancouver airport was pretty chill. We checked in, went through security, did a bit of shopping at duty free, and ate a light lunch before we headed off to our gate. So we just got done shopping at duty free, and now we're waiting. 4點幾先飛我哋而家2點半啦。It's like a whole head of lettuce in here. 咁樣嘅，我試過呢個好head of lettuce。This plane ride though, it was absolutely excruciating. It was fully packed and those 13 hours did not fly by whatsoever. Here's a shot of the airplane meal menu, which on paper sounded pretty good, but it was actually pretty unappetizing. This was our first meal shortly after takeoff. It was just beef with potatoes and vegetables with a bun on the side and some quinoa, which I personally did not partake in. I do have to say though, Cathay Pacific's bread is delicious. It's probably the best part of the meal alongside the ice cream and the Ghirardelli chocolate that they gave us. I didn't even film the second meal because it was not good, but it was just chicken and quinoa again. Like, I don't know what the airline was pushing that day, but that was not it. And then throughout the plane ride, I just felt so cramped and sore for some reason. I think it was just because I haven't been on a plane for so long, and I also couldn't get any sleep as well. I tried my best to preoccupy myself with reading and movies, but it was to no avail. As you can tell, at the end of it, all that was left of me was my human shell, but I made it. So I'm now back in the very wonderful but super fucking cold Vancouver, and I actually don't have any footage for this, but I wanted to talk for a quick minute about Hong Kong's COVID arrival system and airport situation is right now. So if you're not interested in this, then feel free to skip it. So starting October, Hong Kong lifted their quarantine and their mandatory PCR testing mandate, but there are some restrictions that you need to hold while you're still there. First things first, before you embark, you have to complete what is called a health declaration form. That's what it looks like. So this form needs you to input your vaccination records, your identification, your flight number, amongst other information such as your phone number or an email address, so they have some form of communication with you. And after you finish this form, a QR code is rendered for you specifically that is valid for 48 hours. Once your plane lands in Hong Kong, you are siphoned into these little lines where you have to do a rapid test. So you line up probably like 10 minutes or so, and then you get to the front of the line and they direct you to a person that will help register you. So they take a look at your QR code. At the end, they give you a test tube and a lanyard with a corresponding number. You get directed to another booth where another person will be doing your nose and throat swab. Those results will be sent back to you via your phone number or your email. Once the testing is done, you are free to go to baggage claim, and then through customs, once you finish all your airport shenanigans, you're free to leave and go. Big thing is that within the first 3 days of landing in Hong Kong, you cannot eat inside a restaurant. By all means, you can go get takeout, you can get Uber Eats, you can leave your house and walk and do whatever you want. You just cannot eat in a restaurant. How they actually keep track of where you're eating or whether or not you're eating in a restaurant or not is a whole nother story, but I will talk about that later. It's not that convoluted, it's literally just an app. There are some other restrictions and testings that you have to go through during the first week of your time in Hong Kong, but otherwise that's mostly it. Compared to how they were maybe a couple months ago, this is already very, very good, and they are very quick in regards to your testing, sending out information, and then trying to get you home as soon as you can. So for me personally, I thought my time at Hong Kong airport was very quick, very efficient. We got out there maybe in around an hour or so, and then I was back home within 2. But yeah, that was my time at Hong Kong airport. It was actually quite, I wouldn't say enjoyable, but it was good. It was good. Without further ado, let me shut the hell up so you can actually see footage of me in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
This is where I live. Ah! It's midnight, quarter after midnight, and I'm gonna eat this. This is the big cup noodle curry. That's literally what it says. Oh my god, there's got like, what the hell is that?
Just try that, it's good.
They got like potato bits in there. That plane ride was excruciating. Like it was like torture. Oh my god. I wanted to like sit like that, but then there's like a guy beside me, so I couldn't sit crisscross. And then when I sit crisscross, my legs hurt. And then when I sat like normally, my legs hurt. So I don't know what the hell was going on. I'm like dehydrated, but like I couldn't drink it on the plane because I don't want to get up and go to the bathroom. I did not film this because that would be inappropriate, but basically the first time I went to the bathroom, people flying from Vancouver to Hong Kong don't have no goddamn bathroom etiquette. I go in there, all the paper towels were like in a little mound. The garbage cans that you put it in there where you gotta like put your hand in the garbage can. There's a giant mound of like paper towels there, and then the sink was clogged. But it wasn't really clogged, they didn't press the little button. What are people flying from Vancouver to Hong Kong doing? So I went in there and cleaned up the whole thing. This tastes okay.
It's not supposed to taste great.
What the heck? Why'd you like offer it to me?
Less sugar.
This is what it looks like. I mean, that looks alright. They've got like potato bits in there. Wait, let me look.
It's fried with potato bits.
On the bottom.
Because they're like crispy. And the meat like crispy.
Are you sure?
Because you need to like drink the soup. I think it's not a soupy soup. I think it's like thick soup, right?
Ensign, that's nasty then.
Thick soup? Because this is the big version. I don't know if it's a thick.
I mean, it's thicker than like regular soup, I guess. This is my room for the next 2.5 weeks. A bunch of random thingamajigs. This is all mine. I just haven't taken it out. Laptop, phone. It's a bunk bed, but obviously nobody's sleeping in the first bunk. That's what it looks like down there. I'm like a bit nervous going down the stairs. They like actually really hurt my feet, the steel bars. I think I should get some sleep, even though realistically in Canada it's probably like mid-afternoon or like early afternoon, but I didn't get much sleep on the plane. And for some reason, like ever since I got here, I feel like I've been walking on clouds, not in a good sense. Like I've been feeling super, not dizzy even. It's like the world is spinning for me for some reason, so I should probably go to bed. That concludes basically us flying here, and then all the stuff that entailed. So I'll see you tomorrow. Exfoliating toner, eye cream for the cream moisturizer. Ain't that nice? This is where I live. It's actually pretty cool, but check back with me in like 6 hours. To prepare for my trip to Hong Kong, I curated an Excel sheet that basically entailed everything I wanted to do within 2 weeks and 2 days. To have the most fun as possible, I put all the boring yet important things I had to do on day 1. A few of which was renewing my Hong Kong ID card and cashing out a check of 10,000 Hong Kong dollars that the government issued for every citizen during the start of COVID, which I am 2 years late in claiming. I finished all of this within day 1, and because I'm not physically allowed to eat in a restaurant, we waited in the car for my mom and my brother to get some takeout, and then we went home.
This is the largest celebrating in Taiwan.
Really? That means there are probably like 1 million people inside if there was like 50 for like the little one we were in.
But I can go inside and have a cappuccino.
What?
Yeah, I'm VIP.
Apparently in the store, everybody's waiting to get a pack of eggs.
Yes.
Why? What's so special about these eggs? They're like hashed by golden chicken. Do they taste better?
I've never tried.
I think every egg tastes the same. I've never had a good or a bad egg.
This will grow longer and longer.
What?
Yeah.
Just for eggs? Is it because it's cheap?
No, it's not cheap.
What the hell? Then why are they waiting here for the longest time? Look, she took out $100 bill just to get some eggs.
See? I want some from Ulan.
Oh. They, what?
From,
You can make a request?
yes, of course.
What's
But
the
different
difference?
from every venue.
And they all have it in this one little effete shop here. Maybe they taste really good. Why?
More and more people waiting.
Why? That's so weird. There's something in the eggs. Like they're putting drugs in the eggs.